save that. So when I wanted to rebuild this here ride and stuff, I chose to go back to that, bring it in, and from that point I started working. So everything in the background, the Gwinn, the old grizzle area, the river view, and all that back there, that's all the same. It hasn't changed. I just brought it back in with a clean slate here because on the original one I was doing, I still have it. I was running out of room inside. It was getting hard to do things on the inside, and it was enclosed because you move through something and then throw you somewhere else, trying to add stuff to it. It kind of made it difficult trying to get things done. For example, I had the original track, and I had a couple submarines that I built on that track. But the only problem was they would run into each other when it came into platforms. So I only had two platforms. I had, of course, river boats that you build your sub on, and but there were only two platforms, so that when one sub was there, another one would come in, it'd go right in through the other one, sit in the platform there. So I wanted to fix that. I tried to go back and reintroduce a couple more platforms, but made this too difficult because I was working, like I said, all closed. I was going inside, and if you click on something that it might take you, or it's difficult to work with, and I figured, hey, let's rebuild it. But I didn't want to go all the way back to the beginning and start right over. I just happened to have this save that everything from where I'm working on the subs over to where the buses and entrances are, all that's the same, which left me a clear palette here to work on. And what I've done here is when I started building it, everything I did to the one platform, I went to the other sub and did the same thing. So basically, when I built these subs, they're pretty much the same as the one that's in, let's say, platform 1 area inside the sub. So you can actually have the guests go inside, they can see what you built or part of the ride, and they're trying to give you the impression that you're actually getting on the sub and the sub's taking you through. And that was kind of, I didn't realize you'd be able to see from the guest point of view. I thought, alright, this is cool, we can move it in. So I rebuilt, I used a landscape tool, I cut a big hole in the middle here, then I put in the ride, trying to get it as close to the level of the water, without the water coming up and having the entrance and the platform underneath water. I didn't want that. I've done my best. I know it's kind of too clean there, but if I made it smaller, it probably would have worked. So if I raised it up a little more, that's so it's riding more on top of the top, and that's what's not in it. But anyway, I like it. I'm not going to go back and rechange it. I'm kind of showing what it looks like at night. Put a couple lights on. Oh, I have my time for myself. I don't know why. I'm kind of learning that. If I click on one sub, I can build a one sub, build up to like 3. So I pause it, I build like the body, then I go to the next one, I do the same thing to that one. So we have 4. So as I build the sub, I build a new sub up along with the other one so that they all pretty much look similar. The hardest part is trying to get everything to line up. If I made it a little bit smaller, it would have fit in the top. But I'm not going to worry about that. What I'm going to do then is at some point I'm going to close all those. Once I get the other rides in there, I'm going to get the one with the big screen. That looks like an industrial arm that the guest ride on the screen. I had it in the original sub ride, but I'm going to put it in here. I guess I got more room now to put it in. I can get the entrances and exits along up a little better. So I will do some stuff with that. That space needle that I already have in place, that's going to be, it's going to come up through the top. Then I'm going to close all that. Do like it is in the original one, where it comes up through the pool and then emerges into the atmosphere. Kind of giving it like maybe there's an extraterrestrial type life form that allows us to, when I was thinking, it reminds me of Thunderbird, where the pool goes aside and the one fires up and shoots straight up into space with that. That kind of gives me that impression of that swimmer pool. It comes up through the swimmer pool, and then it will flip over instead and give you a bird's eye view of a park. That's what I'm trying to do now, is trying to get a different view there. That's the first shop I put in, actually. I've been playing around with the screen that you can get, and this is one of the things that you put out on the screen when you have it. Fantastic. So I'm building a little shop on the other side. Now I will build another one here, but I want to get this whole stuff built. I want to put some like portholes in. One thing I think we're doing here, some rigs don't have portholes. They don't need anything to disrupt the structure of the cage that is facing them. And put a weak point in here where elastic shadow makes it come up. So the actual subs that go deep don't have portholes. But my subs, they don't go that deep. They're just kind of like surface vehicles that go underneath and you can explore the tier, the space. And I put it in the other one, the other park I was working on. And like I said, what happens is it's hard to work on this stuff once it's inside because your views and stuff as you go through the land there and stuff. It kind of will be someplace where you don't have to be looking at it. And I've had stuff being placed where I didn't want it to be placed because it wasn't exactly where I was pointing at. That's the way. Oh, hold up a second. Oops.